So it's the first sunset of the workshop, and we are at Dunluce Castle, which is on the North Shore, and it is probably the coolest castle, at least in Northern Ireland. It is an amazing castle on the cliff going into the sea. It is beautiful. We asked permission to come out to be where we are right now. Landowner was really cool, and we're just kind of shooting sunset. Light's about to fade, but we did get some pretty cool shots before the light faded. Such a rugged coastline just beyond the castle, so we're trying to shoot some telephoto and some wide shots because we got such a cool sky. Such a beautiful place, so cool. Don't have this in the United States, that's for sure. Well, the light is definitely done, but I think we got some good shots. We have to get up super early. We're gonna go photograph the dark hedges tomorrow. Really excited about that. Hopefully there won't be a bunch of tourists in our way, but we're gonna get there at the crack of dawn, which means we need to get to bed, which means we better get out of here.
Maybe the light's just coming into the right.
So we've been here shooting at the dark hedges for a little bit. When we first got here, we did a little bit of light painting. The rain is rolling in, but luckily we are the only group here at the dark hedges, which is a good thing because there would not be room for very many people. And I've heard all kinds of horror stories of people, you know, driving out and walking. Oh, car, here comes a car.
I just got a light painted shot.
So here is the reality at shooting at the dark hedges. It is a functioning road. Game on! This shot is all about telephoto. Telephoto shots work so well here because you're compressing all the trees one on top of the other. And in fact, I was shooting most of mine at 300 or even 400 millimeters. It compresses the scene, so you get the trees looking closer and thicker, and it just looks way better. So settings wise, f16, because as you shoot telephoto, you lose depth of field, and depth of field is a big issue on a shot like this because there's so much depth. So I'm shooting f16 to get as much depth of field as I can get before you get into diffraction and that stuff. And then I've increased my ISO a little bit just because we had some wind, but I'm gonna decrease it now down to 100. And that's gonna give me about a 2-second exposure. Got 2-second timer on. And I just love the way it all the limbs and stuff compress when you're shooting at these longer focal lengths. So it's the second day of the workshop, and we're walking down to Bain Castle. Really cool castle on a kind of a rock outcropping. Looks like we might get good light tonight, and that is exciting. It's a little bit of a walk down though, on some old stairs. So this is Bain Castle, really, really cool castle. Typically the composition you see oftentimes is from kind of down by the beach. That works really well when the tide is in. The tide is not going to be in, it looks like, when we're here. But there is a nice crack on the horizon. We're hopeful that we'll get something decent. So we're gonna kind of walk around, explore, find some compositions and shoot for a while. We got probably 2 hours before sunset. So when we got going, Neil?
Oh, you need to warn me about that. What are you doing to me here? Come on.
So the light is starting to happen.
It is. This really lovely light in the sky here behind the camera. You can't see it unless Nick turns around. We're shooting just as the light's coming in behind the castle, so it's slightly silhouetted, but there's still enough light in the front here. If we bracket, we can bring it in, and there's some nice flowers down below us, just off camera, that we're hoping to get in the shot.
And Neil, how are we going to put these files together?
Luminosity masking for the low price of $39.99.
This guy right here. As we continued to shoot, the light just kept getting better and better. And it was on this night that we probably got the best light of the trip.